Get ready, you bold troublemakers. This is the raw, unfiltered plunge into Saul Alinsky's rules for radicals, served up hot in his own street-smart, in-your-face style, packed with punch and defiance. This ain't no soft read. It's the whole damn blueprint, summarized and boiled down to its bones. The dedication kicks it off with a cheeky nod to Lucifer, the first rebel, setting a provocative tone to rattle the cages. The preface roars a call to arm the have-nots against the haves with real, dirty tools. The prologue lays bare a corrupt world, demanding action over talk. Then come the chapters, 10 gritty lessons on seizing power, from listening to tactics, proxies, and building unstoppable movements. Dig in, or get left behind. Dedication. To Irene, my steadfast muse, and a sly nod to Lucifer, the original rebel who spat in the face of the divine order and snagged his own infernal kingdom. This ain't just a sweet scribble. It's a bold, cheeky gauntlet thrown down, signaling trouble for the status quo. Alinsky's not here to sip tea with the elite. He's kicking over their tables, stirring the pot with a grin. This dedication sets the stage, provocative, unapologetic, and dripping with defiance. It's a rallying cry for the restless, a promise that power's up for grabs if you've got the guts to take it. Get ready to rumble. Preface. This ain't no dry textbook for cloistered dreamers lost in their ivory towers. Alinsky lays it bare. This is a gritty manual for the have-nots, arming them with real, blood-and-sweat tools to slug it out with the haves. He's writing for the fighters, the ones sick of empty talk and ready to seize change with both hands. The world's a dirty, tangled mess, and power's no cleaner. Deal with it. He snarls. No sugarcoating, no hand-holding. Just a straight shot of strategy for those who dare. This preface is your wake-up slap. Step into the arena or get trampled by the system. Prologue. Alinsky rips the veil off the world's ugly truth. Corruption festers, inequality reigns, and the system's a rigged game for the powerful elite. He's not here peddling some romantic revolution for kicks. This is a lifeline for the desperate, a playbook for those forced to fight back. No high-minded theorizing. Organizing is the meat of it, the only way to crack the haves' grip. The streets are a battlefield, and the powerless need weapons, not sermons. This prologue is your battle cry, a no-nonsense call to arms for anyone ready to turn rage into results. Get moving or stay a victim. Chapter 1. The purpose. Power's the prize, the only currency that matters in this brutal game. Alinsky's mission is crystal clear. Hand the powerless the keys to snatch it from the haves' greedy fists. Forget ideology, communism, socialism, it's all hot air. He's after results, the kind that come from action, not endless debates in smoky rooms. Change doesn't trickle down, it's ripped from the top. This chapter is your war drum, beating the rhythm of resistance. The haves won't yield without a fight, so organize, agitate, and win. No excuses. Power waits for those bold enough to claim it. Chapter 2. Of means and ends. Morality's a fine luxury when you're not scraping by on crumbs. Alinsky cuts through the sanctimonious fog. Ends justify means when survival's on the line. He lays out 11 hard-edged rules to wade through the ethical swamp, from bending rules to outlasting foes with cunning. It's a rough road, but it's real. The haves play dirty, and the have-nots must match their grit. This chapter's your survival guide, teaching when to push, when to pull, and never to flinch. Power doesn't care for your halo, only your hustle. Get ready to get your hands dirty and fight smart. Chapter 3. A word about words. Words like power, self-interest, and compromise are smeared with mud by the pious, but they're the sharpest tools in the organizer's kit. Alinsky tears off the sanctimonious mask, reclaiming these terms as weapons of reality. Power isn't evil, it's lifeblood. Compromise isn't surrender, it's strategy. If you're organizing, ditch the fairy tale lingo and speak the raw truth. This chapter's a wake-up punch. Stop swallowing the haves dictionary and forge your own. Words win wars, so wield them like blades. Get savvy, get bold, and turn their own language into a weapon against them. Chapter 4. The Education of an Organizer. Organizers don't pop out of books. They're hammered into shape on the anvil of struggle. Alinsky spells it out. You need a curiosity that digs deep, an irreverence that mocks the mighty, and a knack for stirring trouble without getting singed. Flexibility, persistence, and a dark sense of humor are the traits. Organizing's a grueling marathon, not a quick dash. This chapter's your training camp, toughening you up for the long haul. Burnout's the enemy, and one person can't carry it all. Build yourself into a fighter, because the haves won't fall without a relentless foe. Chapter 5. Communication. Forget lofty lectures. Nobody's buying that sermon. Alinsky's dead serious. Communication means meeting people in the dirt where they live, speaking their tongue, tapping their raw experiences. It's about connection, not preaching from on high. If they don't get it, you're not organizing. You're just a windbag. This chapter's your crash course in cutting through the noise, stirring their fire with clarity. The haves thrive on confusion. We counter with truth. Get good at this, or get lost. It's the heartbeat of any movement worth a damn, the lifeline that keeps the fight alive. Chapter 6. In the beginning, start with your ears open, not your mouth flapping. Alinsky's method is simple. Plunge into a community, feel its heartbeat, its anger, its dreams. Stir that discontent into a roaring action. But don't shove your solutions down their throats. Let them find their own fight, their own fire. This chapter's your ignition switch. Listen, learn, and light the spark. The haves feed on apathy. We feast on awakening. It's slow, it's messy, but it's how you build a movement. Get in there, get dirty, and get started. Change begins where the people stand. Chapter 7. Tactics. Here's the juicy meat. Alinsky's famous rules for radicals. 13 gems to seize power with a grin. Tactics are the art of war. How to grab power, how to wield it. From wild protests to clever pranks. It's about keeping the enemy stumbling while rallying your crew. Be creative, be relentless, but always play chess, not checkers. This chapter's your arsenal, loaded with strategies to outfox the haves. They hate surprises. We thrive on them. Every move's a calculated strike. Master this, and the fight's half won. Get ready to turn the tables with style. Chapter 8. The genesis of tactic proxy. Sometimes the best fights fought through others. Proxies who hoist your banner high. Alinsky lays it out. Leverage allies, institutions, even enemies to amplify your punch. It's a chess game. 3 moves deep. Outthink, outmaneuver, outlast. This chapter's your lesson in cunning, turning their strength into your weapon. The haves can't track every angle. We can. Build your network, wield your proxies, and watch the board tilt your way. It's smart, it's sneaky, and it works like a charm. Power's not just in your hands, it's in theirs, too, if you play it right. Chapter 9. The Anatomy of Organized Action. Organizing ain't some wild free-for-all. It's a well-oiled machine. Alinsky breaks it down. Recruit the willing, train the tough, sustain the fight. Build a movement that hums without you, because burnout's a killer, and one back can't bear it all. This chapter's your blueprint for a powerhouse. Structure it, strengthen it, keep it rolling. The haves count on collapse. We bank on resilience. Get the gears turning, plug the leaks, and don't stop. It's about creating a beast that feeds itself, ready to take on the world with relentless drive. Chapter 10. The Way Ahead. The fight's a marathon with no finish line. Adapt or die. Alinsky peers into the future, urging organizers to roll with new battles, new foes. Stay flexible, keep your feet on the ground, And don't let victory puff you up. Power shifts like sand. You shift with it or get buried. This chapter's your compass, pointing to a horizon of endless struggle. The haves think they've got it locked. We prove them wrong with every step. It's a rough road, but the prize, real change, keeps you going. Stay sharp, stay hungry, and keep pushing. Afterward, a parting shot beyond rules for radicals. This stands apart from Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals. No echo of its original pages, but a final thrust drawn from the summaries laid bare. The dedication's rebel spark, the preface's battle cry, the prologue's gritty truth, and the 10 chapters' raw strategy. Power wrested from the haves by the have-nots. Unfold in Alinsky's own unyielding style. Listening to communities ignites the fight. Tactics sharpen the edge. Proxies outmaneuver foes. And movements endure through structure and adaptation. It's a call to action, not idle chatter. Organizing with guts, striking with purpose, and never yielding. The struggle demands engagement. Hesitation leaves one trampled in the dust.